Friesen from the Dojo TV here. Today we're going to work on a stretching routine for the front split. So whatever you're doing, just keep watching the video, get out of your chair, make some space on the floor, and we're going to do a stretch quick. Alright, we're going to start off with running on the spot for 30 seconds. Just a light jog. We just want to get the heart rate up. We're just going to basically start moving nice and easy. Keep on running. Make sure your feet are coming off the floor and the legs are running. Jumping jacks. Same thing, just trying to get the heart rate up. Keep going, don't stop. Knees, just bring your knees up to about outside.
We're not the way that we used to be, but what's funny is I have no complaints. I'm still a jerk, you've got that smirk like you know it all. It's not that I'm too ordinary, or maybe it is. I know my place in line. The least I can do is tell you it's all.
And we're done. By now, we should be breathing a little bit, heart should be beating, and we're ready to stretch. Alright, so now that we're warm for a stretch, we're going to start off with just a forward lean hamstring stretch. You want to make sure from here, when you stretch, that you're not arching your back forward, because we're trying to stretch our hamstrings, right? So from position, I'm going to basically lean forward from my hips here, keeping my chest up and my back straight. So leaning forward, trying to stick my bum backwards, and from here I can stretch my hamstrings. The other thing you want to watch for is that you don't walk out your knees, putting pressure on the joints. You want to keep that little bit of bend, just a tiny bit so that they're not activated. So from here, I'm leaning forward, sticking my bum back, slight bend in the knees, chest is up, back is straight, and then I can just go a little bit deeper at a time, and then I'm just going to hold for 30 seconds. While you're holding, you just want to think really deep breathing. A deep breath in. As I breathe out, you can go a little bit further. And you just keep doing that, sort of letting your body fall into the stretch rather than trying to force it into the stretch. And here, deep breath in. And relax a little bit further. Deep breath in. Relax a little bit further. Good. Alright, next stretch. Alright, next stretch. You're going to go into a little bit of a lunge position. You're going to drop down onto one knee and put the other foot way out in front this way. What we're trying to do is basically bring our hips down towards the floor, and we're focusing the top of our hip, right at the top of our quadriceps here, not so much the hamstring this time. So we're trying to get that flexibility so that this leg can lay totally straight on the floor, and I can achieve the full split. All you do is stretch your hamstrings and your quads are still too tight, you're not going to be able to do a full split. So from here, I'm just thinking push my hips down, front knee is nice and bent, back leg is nice and tight, pushing down on my hip. If you want, you can take your hand and kind of put it above your right butt cheek, and then you just kind of find the pressure. Same thing, you want to breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We're just slowly getting a little bit deeper every time. But you don't want to try to push hard in the stretch. It should just feel uncomfortable but not painful. If it's painful, ease off of it. Good. And switch to your other side. Same thing from here. This leg is bent, back leg is pushing forward, so I'm trying to bring my hips down to the floor. Again, this time we'll take our other hand, put it above the butt cheek, and then just try to push our hips almost down and then in a forward motion. And then hold. Same thing, just focus on your breathing, focus on pushing just kind of slightly into that stretch, but just so it feels uncomfortable, not painful. Good. All right, next stretch. We're gonna go sit on the floor, a little bit of a wide split here. Again, go until you just feel the tension, but don't do anything crazy. We're still focusing on our hamstrings, not the side split yet. So from here, we're just gonna, same thing, keep our chest up, back straight, and we're gonna bend at our waist and try to bring our body towards our leg, but we're not hunching and leaning over, right? Staying up, leaning this way, pressure from the hip down. You can feel it in your hamstring here. Again, slight bend to the knee. Don't push it and lock it out, right? Your foot should still be touching the floor. And then we're just gonna hold position here, leaning forward. Focus on the breathing. And switching over other side, chest up, shoulders back, arching forward from the hip only, slight bend to the knee, leaning in towards the thigh. If you want to get really good axe kicks, crescent kicks, even high kick, jumping high kick, this is the kind of stretches you want to do to get those high forward motions. Same thing even with a side kick. When we pivot our feet, that turns us into a front split position. Relax. All right, last stretch, both sides. You're gonna go into that same position as the second one we did, where we're kind of going into a lunge. This time the back leg, you're gonna turn it sideways, so it's going underneath behind you. And then from here, this time, as we bring our hips down, instead of focusing the back leg, we now are gonna focus the hamstring. So we gotta push our leg forward pretty far, and then we're doing basically the same motion. From here, I'm kind of going as low as I can, trying to push my hips forward, and now I'm letting this leg straighten out, keeping the knees slightly bent still, but now I am focusing on the hamstring. So from here, trying to keep our body still pretty far forward. Don't turn sideways this way, we want to stay forward facing. Slight bend, and then just relax into the stretch. Still focusing on your breathing. Hold position. If it starts to get too much, you can't hold for 30 seconds, just pull your foot in a little bit, and then keep stretching. And switch to the other side, same thing. We're on one knee, back leg is pulled out, this foot is down, and now we're reaching forward, trying to stretch our hamstring. If you're not quite, if it's starting to get painful, pull in this foot, and then just kind of slowly go out until you feel that discomfort. But if you go a little too far and now it's starting to hurt, right, you don't want to hurt yourself, so just pull in a bit. And relax. All right, we've now finished our first stretching routine for the front split. So if you want more flexibility, all you gotta do is just watch this video. Hit play, make some space, follow along. It takes about 5 minutes out of your day, but it'll get you the results. If you wanna gain flexibility, you have to stretch every day, 7 days a week, no skipping. If you skip a day, your body basically will reset. So if you stretch for 6 days, going good, it comes to Sunday, and I don't want to stretch today, I'm tired, I'm gonna just take a break, your body's gonna go back to where it was. Same thing if you stretch for 2 months straight and you're starting to get some good results and then you take like a few days off, body's gonna back up a bit. So if you want to gain flexibility, every day, 5 minutes, just follow this video, especially if front split is what you want, then you will get your results.